NERDSoul.
So episode 2.
Episode
Streets on
2.
Lock.
My favorite
Man,
episode.
Streets
My
on Lock.
favorite episode.
Yeah.
Man,
This
hilarious.
is when Paperboy and Ern go to jail, and Darius doesn't go to jail.
Nah.
That is a good question. Oh my
Sensei.
goodness.
Why did he?
Yo.
He talks his way. I don't know
he
what
just
he did.
phased out of that
Right.
joint.
Wow.
He hit him with that. He hit him with that Homer Simpson.
jail.
He's like,
No. Yeah.
I feel like Paperboy would say, Darius, get out of here so you can come bail me out or something. They,
Right.
I mean, they're good
Yeah,
friends.
'cause
I don't think Darius would let
there-
Paperboy go to jail without
That is
him.
a question I hadn't even thought about. And I'm
didn't go to
like,
jail.
he
nope,
didn't go
no
to
jail.
jail.
Yo, Darius is above jail, man.
Yeah,
I'm not
apparently.
going. He's
Apparently.
that guy. If you remember
He's
the
that
club
guy.
episode,
He's
just that guy.
He's that guy.
Good, but this is Ern's first time in jail. You can definitely tell.
Which was so ironic. So because he's never been in the system, he has to stay in there like a whole nother, like, almost felt like another day, but it wasn't
Man.
quite.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah,
It felt like
and
it
it was
probably
like,
over
oh
8
my god,
hours.
he's going through it.
Going through it. Let's
Yeah.
let's start at the
Going through
beginning. The jail assistant, the girl in the front,
The clerk.
was so real.
Like real
Great
so
day player.
That was the point where I felt like the code switching in the word use of like the N word was like it worked.
Ern's mind, right?
Like it
Yeah.
wasn't. I didn't think it was just Ern's mind. Like the bartender
works,
and
right.
June.
Right.
I thought
Yeah.
that was maybe
But she's
his,
a jail
his
attendant. She's horribly
his like the
Yeah.
reality, maybe like how he's seeing people, and then this was one where I said where I felt that would have happened. Where
That
it's
would've
like,
happened.
Where this ain't no movie.
Right.
I felt that
This
was
ain't no
real.
movie.
Yeah.
She's
Like,
probably worked there for
like,
the last
uh-huh.
10
years.
years, seen people coming in and out
Right.
of jail, and he comes Ern.
And like, well, it was Paperboy, and she's
Oh,
like
Paperboy, right.
trying to test her, and she's
Right.
like, no,
She gets off
you
in
will
an
not
hour.
be
She don't
pressing
have
me
time for
today.
this.
You
Yeah,
don't got
man.
time. You gonna wait until he's in the system.
Wait till he's in the system.
And
she,
take your
but the
ass
thing,
on.
if you notice the scene, she never looks up at Paperboy until he
Nope.
mentions about the. She's like, yeah, answering the questions, and then she goes, "What? No,
this
this ain't no movie."
ain't no movie. That's
That's-
not,
Oh,
and that's
man.
also like a sad critique about our justice system is very
Yes.
broken.
Oh man,
Yeah,
yes.
it's like it's so broken. It's like so. Then you see even more that that's just a hint of what's to come. It's almost like a little bit of foreshadowing.
Yep.
Yeah.
As how we go. Man, the system is just so broken. It's so messed up.
Jail's full of black
Yeah,
people, first of all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know it's Atlanta, but
Exactly. And then so once you get in there and you're getting to the reality of Ern, you have the guy who's sitting on his porch and gets arrested for public
or just drinking, even
Yeah.
on his
intoxication.
porch.
I had a hard time with that because I was like, wouldn't your porch constitute as your home? But
Maybe.
these are realistic
But it wasn't his
situations.
home; it was
These are-
his homeboy's home.
But it was
and
still
they both
somebody's
got in
home.
It
trouble.
was still
Yeah.
what should be
It's
considered
home.
private property.
They were on the porch, right.
And I was
They
like,
had paper bags, like he
so
said.
I already had questions. I'm like, why is these dudes in jail? So he's upset, and that was kind of hilarious because you don't know the person he's going on about is actually right next
It's
to
right
him.
next
to Yeah.
He's like, man, I ain't seen this man in like 11 years. Like,
Should've went home.
And he's like, what you went home? He talks about, I say, I'm sorry, man. I just ain't seen
Fuck
you
you
in 11, 12 years. I mean, I thought that was hilarious. So they're talking about, it's weird how they bring up, it almost sets the tone because this is episode 2.
Yeah.
So it sets the tone for Atlanta where you're going to have very serious, real moments mixed with some, like, almost craziness, comedy relief
Comedy
almost.
relief.
So it's not becoming
Yeah.
just overwhelmingly.
It's not beating you in the
Yeah.
head with, like,
Yeah.
this is what you should know.
Yeah.
Mental illness
Yeah.
came up in this one, and
Yeah.
I thought they
Right,
did it in a
right.
very
It-
authentic.
Yeah.
And
It didn't seem
play.
forced because it was like I can clearly see that where you have this individual who's clearly mentally ill. He asks us the question like, why isn't this dude getting any help?
Why is he getting help? Right.
Shushed
Yeah.
for it. Like, come on, shut.
Everyone's laughing around him except
Yeah.
for Ern
Yeah.
because he doesn't get
Because-
why people aren't upset like he is.
And that's because, aside from Atlanta, police should not have to deal with mental illness. They're not trained for that.
Yeah.
Someone else should be dealing with that.
But we don't have very
Police should not
good.
be called for people. They are not physicians. But anyway,
We don't
back
have
to-
services for that.
Nah, not
Our,
really. Nah.
our mental illness services and facilities,
we have,
especially here in California, we are closing them down left and
Yes.
right.
And
So-
then a therapist,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even covered by your insurance. I hope everyone knows. You have to pay out of pocket, and they're $80 sometimes an hour. So
Yeah.
to me, I don't see
Right.
how that correlates.
So our attitude towards mental illness
right?
and
It's
like,
a laugh at it,
and
like
the,
the
and
guys
the
in the jail
support
cell.
or lack of of is really just being spoken volume. So now you use law enforcement to try to reel that in, and of course it's going to go over badly.
It's the wrong tool for the job.
Exactly.
You know.
And so he ends up getting now everybody's hushed.
Down, right?
Everybody's silenced now. Everybody's quiet when this
It's
dude
not funny
is
anymore
now
when he's getting assaulted. And they said that dude came in every week. He's there every week.
He sounds like he's there almost every week because every time any of those people are locked up, he's here.
Yeah.
You know him by name. You know, they excuse his behavior.
He's drinking out of the toilet and y'all letting him.
I mean, exactly.
Yeah.
And they're excusing his behavior because nobody else gets to dance around.
Yeah.
They let him do it because they already know.
Yeah.
You're not going to get him to sit down, or you would have gotten into the situation with the supervisor even earlier.
True.
If you're trying to make him sit and be still, you already know what's going on with him. He shouldn't be there.
And the problem with our jail system is you'll come in a mentally handicapped person like we have in LA. We have a whole row dedicated to homeless people who aren't mentally well.
Yeah.
They serve their time and they send them right back to where they came from. They don't send them to facilities to get help. And it's just a circle, and it's just a complete circle.
Yeah.
And the way that officer responded, holding his baton out as his coworker held him down, was the realest scene I've ever seen on TV.
It really shined a light on that. It's just sad the way that went down, because it's like, this happens. It shouldn't happen, but this is exactly how it happened.
Exactly.
Every day.
Almost wondering, Donald, where did you get this from?
Right. I was like,
how did you know?
Like some of these experiences, I'm like, bruh. Like,
in the jail?
I hope you're getting the help you need. Because I'm like, if you live in any of this, I mean, I'm real sorry about that. So.
And that's what's great about Atlanta.
It could be just friends, though. You know,
it could be friends.
Like it could be friends if you got a.
But it got serious real quick. I think we were all laughing in the beginning of the jail episode, and then
I don't know. I was real quick to calm down when I saw him, because I felt like this wasn't going to end well. So to be perfectly honest, when that came in, he says, why is he here? That did already kind of like bring down.
That always brings you down,
Because I was like, that's a good point. Like even without the then beating happening, I would have still been at that point. Like, you're right.
As soon as he's drinking toilet water, y'all, and people are just laughing. Even
Adam,
the officers who were there to help him are laughing.
So I wasn't feeling that.
And then we move on to our trans conversation that came up in the second episode, which is like, that's pretty awesome.
Coming
for a
out.
TV
And
show.
all in the same way you're doing mental illness.
And like black is systematically oppression.
Yeah, exactly. And you being arrested. And then you find out they were originally arrested over weed. Even though for the rest of the show, everybody thinks you arrested for killing somebody, and nobody bothers to clear that up.
No, and it helps. It helps them. It helps his reputation.
So
it hurts him too.
It hurts him. It helps him out at the same time.
Which isn't that messed up? He gets more famous because he
because you
even the guy club owner that the promoter that he beat up, he was like, that guy's going to be a star.
Right.
Club owner, the drug dealer, you killed someone,
call the
right?
police.
Right.
The women in the club, you killed someone.
And then you get into the trans.
The trans situation.
And so it's double fold. It's double folded because her how uncomfortable she is in that situation.
Right. And first of all, why is a trans woman in a men's
jail?
jail?
That's the issue. A lot of people didn't even realize. Like she can't be.
She shouldn't be in the men's
jail
at all.
Has she transitioned or not? Because I thought she was just wearing, or he was just wearing, or she was just wearing a wig.
She identified as a woman.
So this is a trans issue, where even if they have not transitioned, they're still female expressing. So having her with a whole bunch of men is going to make her particularly
to make her target.
Vulnerable. She's going to be a target, and so why put her in that situation where people who don't take kindly to trans people might want to get at her. People are like assume, you're trans, you want to be a woman, I'm gonna make you my bitch.
Right.
It puts
her in harm's
big
way.
Target on her to have her in a man population. So you're getting like the light version.
Now, for someone who doesn't know, does this mean that he or she would be safer in a woman's jail? Because you could have that same issue there as well, like kind of like, why are you trying to be like us kind of thing. I don't know, like
I think it's different.
I've I've been to 2 women's jails. There's some tough sisters in there. Right.
Look,
and there's some tough sisters. There's some sisters up in there.
You get picked on for, I think, different reasons.
Right.
It's like, I'm not saying women are not capable or do not have moments of transphobia. I do feel like it's a little less. Like trans women, I never get pressed about trans women. I always like they're women, they're sisters, they're this. Never get pressed about it. I feel like it goes into that whole male fragile thing again, where somehow your manhood is threatened by them simply existing, and to kind of build yourself up. It's almost just like with the guy who was dating her. He wasn't talking to any of those other brothers. He was talking to Ern because Ern drinks the juice, right? Right?
Ern was like, yo, you want me to move?
But my point was,
this is a couple situation, not me.
It's not the position of Ern. It's the fact that he is barking at Ern. And it's not even Ern saying anything.
Yeah.
He's leaving all those big bad brothers alone.
I mean, because even the old man said, you ain't going to survive here. Give up your sandwiches.
Exactly. He's like
already
literally
smelled them out.
Picking on the guy that he thinks he can take.
Yeah.
He's like, so it's like if one of those other brothers was sitting there,
her,
that
because he told him stop being weird. He's like, I'm not being weird.
He says I'm trying. He says
I'm trying. Because it's
he's like honest.
You got this guy talking to his girlfriend, or he's talking to a girl that he thought was a girl, but the other guys are like, no, it's not a girl, it's a guy. Yeah. That's why he's here. But then he's like, no, this is my girl. And they're like, and so being Ern, it is kind of like, well,
even Ern says
it's awkward for
It's like, can I leave?
Exactly.
But Ern is the voice of reason. He's like, it's sexuality. You can do whatever you want. I don't think he's awkward with her being trans. It's just that he's talking in front of him.
See, I thought he was awkward because it's like, this is y'all. And I don't want to be here.
No,
I want to go.
Totally agree.
I don't want to be in a lover's quarrel.
There's no quarrel.
They were loving each other.
They were catching up, and it was just awkward to have them talk
over him. Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't know if I was Ern before it even escalated. I would have just got up.
He tried.
No, he tried after it escalated.
He
tried after he escalated. He's like, I can move. I wouldn't been like, I can move.
I should have known as soon as they started talking. That's your exit.
Like,
you gotta
I don't know. I was like me. I was like, I don't know about guys, but I know my ass would have got up and moved.
Also, to answer your question, yes, in my opinion, she would be quote unquote safer. It depends on what your version of safety in jail is. In the women's ward, she identifies as a woman. Her name, I forgot what it was, but it was a female name.
Yeah, she's expressing. I don't know. There are definitely violence in jail. Period.
Right, in period.
I do feel.
But
like she
for
would
her and her identity, she needs to be in a woman's ward.
I would feel if I'm. Only
I don't want to be in a men's ward at all. I want to be in a woman's ward. But I don't want to be in a men's ward.
Well, I just because I have to be here to challenge things. You know how I do. Right. I gotta say, is it just because it's a woman? Does that automatically make you safer? Because then you have the whole thing.
But then why do we separate women and men anyway? If that's the point, if we're like, why don't you just mix them up? Because
that's what. Well, I mean, because that's what I mean, because that's what it leads.
Such a hot mess.
Well,
and it would.
That's where I think this conversation kind of always leads every now and then, where it's like, well, we do make a distinction for a reason.
Right.
Well, what's that reason? Mm-hmm. And is that reason still fair? And if it is still fair, is it unfair to say that this person has to be either over here or over there? You know what I'm saying?
I think it's what they want. If she's identifying as a woman, she needs to be with the women population. If she's gone so far to transition into a woman.
Now, if the women say we don't want that, then do we still put
y'all bitches still have to deal with it.
But then that's
but you're a prisoner. You don't have choice.
But then are we getting to the situation where prisoners don't have a choice
rights.
Or
they do have rights.
It's
they have
weird.
rights, but they're not about to assign their bunkmates. Like I want to be with Sheila, and then Marqueeda over here. It's not camp.
I'm just saying, you get into this
for
weird
the safety
situation
of the jail. So
where,
if I was a warden and I want to keep peace in my prison, I would. My trans participants would be with whatever gender they
are
expressing with. Now I know in some jails they have, they isolate them or whatever to make them feel safe.
Some places have like a third space for them.
The third space.
Yeah,
but it's all about keeping the peace. And what a transgender woman in an all men's side is not going to keep.
It's like I was like she's a woman, so that makes no sense to put a woman.
Right.
But then it's kind of weird for women to be like, well, because if you put they would be well within their right to say, well, she's not a woman or he's not a woman. They'd be well within their rights to say that. So then it's like, as a warden,
you don't have to live next to her.
as a warden, it would be like, as a warden, it's like, well, do we just make a new jail now, or do
you don't make a new jail?
Like, what do we?
You jump on board with the
because it's
plane,
like you do make a point about safety.
They have plenty of times where they have certain, I think, prisoners where they have to have special.
Like a section or
set
something.
Up for them anyway.
They do.
Yeah.
So I was like, and it doesn't have anything to do with them being trans. They could have other needs. That like, there's a reason, right? Yeah. Maybe they're disabled. We don't think of people who have maybe mobility issues. As some people who might end up in prison, but I'm sure it happens. So I'm sure they're making those accommodations for other people. Yeah. I think they should in this case, because it's like you said, you're trying to keep the peace. You need to keep these people alive.
They're there to do their
because if they happen to
you need to keep them alive unless they're. Never mind, we ain't gonna go there. This Atlanta, but we ain't gonna go there.
Let's stick to Atlanta.
Going back to Atlanta, the guy who was complaining about his neighbor getting him in trouble says, "Oh no!" When they mention, "Well, men have sex in jail. You guys have sex with each other." He goes, "Oh, that's gay. That's jail.
No,
you were gay on the outside."
No, he was like, "You was doing booty holes on the outside."
Which is the logic.
I forgot about that line.
Yes. But it's beautiful
like,
logic.
It's funny, but it's not funny, but it's funny at the same time. Because he was like, oh no.
That's just jail.
That's Vegas.
Yeah.
We did that at Vegas.
But it's
and we left it in Vegas.
And it's the absurdity of homophobia.
You trying to do Vegas out here.
It's exactly what it is when you're doing the same thing that you hate so much.
It's kind of like do as I say, not as I do kind of thing.
Right, exactly. And I'm like, no, it's the same. But like Ern said, it's sexuality. It's fluid. You can do whatever you want. Right. But when you divide it in your head, that's jail. I hadn't thought about
that divide they were making. I was like, wait. So you acknowledge you do it in jail,
but outside of jail,
it's like, look, that was jail. That don't count.
Nah,
that don't make sense. And that's what exactly the homophobia is.
Exactly, that
doesn't make sense.
No sense. That makes no sense.
Vanessa finally bails Ern out.
Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately.
And she goes, "You think you're the first boy I bailed out of jail?" He goes, "Yeah." And I'm thinking, Vanessa, is this the first boy?
Please be the first person.
Stop bailing boys out of jail.
Yes, please stop.
Wasting your good old.
In general, stop bailing people out of jail. If they now, I'm not saying innocent people, but I'm talking about them people that you know.
No, well,
you know your cousin. You know your brother. You know who. Just like one of my favorite videos. She this girl is like, my mama gonna get me out of this. It's like your mama should not get you out of this. Right. So your mama done got you out of this too many times.
Right.
Leave them in jail.
Some people like jail.
Some people are
very comfortable.
No.
Some people like when you've been into the jail system for a while. It's all you're used to, and you get out. Yeah. And you're like, I don't know how to do any of this. Some people like it, like in the sense of everything's handled for them, and they don't have to think or whatnot. But if they stop putting us in jail for petty shit, for weed and traffic violations, right? We wouldn't have
if we weren't going to jail because of not using our turn signal, even when you don't have proof that you didn't use your turn signal, then maybe we wouldn't be in jail. But this is Atlanta, so we're going to go to episode 1.
Our best one is like being arrested for resisting arrest. Yeah, that's like the only thing you're charged with. I had to put that one out there.
Serving the peace by peaceful protesting. That's my favorite.
Like being arrested for resisting arrest is kind of like being arrested for asking why.
Yeah.
And that's what
it's like you're under arrest. Why? What did I do?
You're resisting.
Right. Exactly.